Hey guys, it's Eric again. We're on the second episode of The World Is Yours. I got my buddy Mason that I just so happened to meet at my new apartment. Down at the pool, we threw my son a birthday party. And I met him down there with a whole bunch of mutual friends, and he's super cool. Uh, I My son's birthday, on top of that, went perfect, which was a plus. I think we had a
Oh yeah, we
pretty
had a
badass
good time.
weekend. But yeah, so I'm just now getting settled in. We'll start having podcasts more often. Sadly, I'm still working on the website. We're working out the kinks on that. It's just taking a little bit of time. But y'all can always hit me up if y'all want any apparel, shirts, hats, beer koozies, tank tops, women's bikinis, swimsuits, whatever y'all want, just hit me up. But anyway, so let's get to it. Mason, so we ain't had much time to talk, but we had a good weekend and whatnot. But what you been up to? Where you working at?
Okay, so I'm a welder as of right now. That's what I got experience in work-wise. I've done a lot of labor work for construction companies and so on and so forth, shit like that.
Have you ever thought about? Sorry, I
You're
gotta
fine, go
interrupt.
ahead.
You ever thought about like welding on like rigs down south,
I mean, dude,
like
I
out in the
thought about
ocean? I think they get paid a lot, but I think their lifespan's like cut
short as
half.
hell. Yeah, that's why I've been, recently rethinking what I want to do.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've thought about going to school and shit, but
It's
things
not for me,
change,
bro.
I've thought about going to school again, but like we were talking about earlier, I'd rather just go ahead and tackle it. Tackle life.
Oh yeah,
Either start a business, or
for
do
sure.
that singing career. Like
Oh
we were
yeah,
talking
dude.
about.
Yeah, I looked it up actually because I was interested in welding, and I started to learn how to weld at my railroad. I worked for a separate contractor.
Mhm.
Fuck them assholes. They fired me. Anyways, um, now I've been with American Airlines for like 6 years, but I wanted to start welding, and I got a little bit of practice on the railroad, and then they fired me whatnot after like a year and a half. Shitty management, whatever. Part of it was my fault, but also I was being truthful about something that they ended up firing me. But they taught me a lot there, working on the railroad, and I got some welding time. I got some time on the backhoe, track hoe, and whatnot, like when we weren't working a derailment. But it was cool, kind of going out on jobs to Odessa and Pecos, and hell, we went to Arkansas one time. There's a derailment, probably like 100 or 150 cars, like just, thrown fucking everywhere. Like, it was insane. 2 people died on the
What
train.
causes that?
Well, you got to think, you know, it's not always just one thing or the other. It can be several different things. There could be a confusion. Sometimes it's a confusion, and trains hate each other, and whether it be the engineer falls asleep, which I think in that Arkansas one, I think one of them fell asleep or something, and don't quote me on that, but it was a bad wreck. Like, they both died. I was right there in the car that they were in, and there's blood everywhere, and it was
Fuck.
the
That's some
smell
shit that'll
the
scar
smell
you.
was horrid, man, and it was like 103 degrees outside, so it even made it
Bacon.
worse, dude.
Bacon.
And so I got a little experience, hooking chains and whatnot, like, tightening stuff up, like on trailers and whatnot, getting out there, with some hoses and just everything. Like I was a laborer, they paid me fucking $8 or $9 an hour. I think it was bullshit, but I did all the work nobody wanted to do. But it got me experience. You got to get your foot in the door. But yeah, I mean, shit, maybe you can. I don't know. Union Pacific, if they hire welders or anything, I don't know, but might check into that. Maybe you can fucking get a badass job. Well, I mean, doing what you like.
Yeah.
Singing on the side.
Yeah. That's what you gotta do.
And anyways, but yeah. So now I'm like doing my thing with American, and I've been with American for 6 years. And besides the drive, I like it a lot.
How far you gotta drive? Just right down here to Lake Worth, huh?
No. So like past Lake Worth, like all the way to DFW Airport.
Oh.
It's hell, man. I've been doing it for 6 years, and after 6 years, I think I honestly just hit a stump where I was like, I don't want to go anymore. Like I was like, you gotta really like take your time off because you will get burnt out. Driving every day over there. Don't get me wrong, it's nice coming home, sleeping in your own bed because I've been out on the road, and that sucks sleeping in a hotel. It's kind of fun, but it sucks at the same time. But coming home every night, sleeping in your own bed, that's something to look forward to, But yeah, I've been with them, and I haven't been able to travel lately, but I'm looking forward to doing that. Maybe doing some photo shoots like in Hawaii or something. That's like my favorite place. Have you ever been?
I don't think so. No.
Dude,
never. I want to go.
You got. I'll put you on my flight benefits. We'll go. We'll have.
Dude, I'm down. That would be badass.
All you'd have to do is pay the taxes on it. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, I can put you on there and.
So what do you do up there? Like, what's your job?
Oh, at American, so I'm a fleet service agent. They just changed it. It was a fleet service clerk. Now, it's a fleet service agent. Basically, what I tell everybody is, I do everything working on the airplanes except for like actually working on the engine. So like, which
So
honestly I don't mind
inside
because
now.
right, like you have to water every plane when it comes in. You have to hook up the tow bar to the huff to the plane, and you got to push it out when it's departure. You got to load cargo. You got the wide body international flights. You got the narrow body, domestic, flights. Some of them go international, but I don't know if you heard about it, but they've been having trouble with that 737 MAX. Like they grounded like all of them a while back. I'm just now starting to see those come back, and it's.
What kind of problems were they having with it?
I think it was the autopilot. I think people were setting the autopilot, and a couple of them overseas crashed, and because they set it on autopilot and it like nosedived or something. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what happened, and I think there was like maybe 1, 2. Maybe 3 of them that crashed, and then they just grounded all of them. They're like, we got to get this worked out because can't have these airplanes crashing. And they made a lot of them, so like their airlines are losing a lot of money. And I think Boeing had to end up paying them, all the airlines, because they sold them shitty airplanes, so they're losing out on money too. But so yeah, I enjoy it, but you bust your ass out there when you're kind of on break, it's nice because you get to go in the gatehouse, relax, watch the TV. But there's also, we've been in COVID-19, season, and we're just now getting back on track. But I mean, I'm telling you, dude, there was probably a 6 month period where maybe 30 airplanes were flying out of the airport, like in one day. And that airport, DFW, I was told it can do like over 1,500 flights in a day. I think at one point, somebody told me it was up around 3,000, but I don't know. That seems kind of a high number, but
It's like its own city, though, man. That
it's
place-
huge.
yeah.
It took me like, my uncle works over there. Shout out to him for getting me on. Don't get me wrong, I still had to do the application process and drug test and all that, but he works there, and he's worked there for a long time, and it's an enjoyable job, and I think when you don't have management breathing down your throat wherever you're at, I think that helps too, because you don't feel like you're so-called being watched like 24/7. Like, they respect you enough to do your job. Here, as of lately, Americans kind of changing paths a little bit. Their managers are kind of getting out there, and there's some friction for sure. But yeah, 6 years, man, I can't believe it. And I tell you what, it's went by like that. It's went by quick, but yeah, if it wasn't for the money, I wouldn't be making that drive.
I believe that. That's one far drive, man.
Hell yeah.
You got to get up at least, how long? Like, 3 hours before you're supposed to be there?
Basically.
From this?
Basically, yeah. Start getting ready, get your shower, like, make sure your clothes are good. I don't know about you, but I don't hate doing laundry as much as I hate doing dishes.
I fucking hate
But God,
chores and all that.
I fucking wake up and I ain't got nothing, to wear, and I'm like, nothing clean to wear, and I'll throw it in the washer, and I swear it'll be half damp, and I'll throw that sucker on
Yeah.
and run out the door. But they're pretty flexible, like, with don't be late all the time, but they'll give you like once or twice, and a year or whatever. I try to avoid going up to lost time and management and all that, but I'm in there all the damn time.
Yeah.
But
Being a
anyways.
welder, I don't mean, like, I'm not trying to cut you off either, but
Yeah.
being a welder, bro, we're wild. We're a wild bunch, We fucking get fucked up the night before work.
Right.
Come in like 30 minutes late, 15, 30 minutes late. If you came in 30 minutes late, they'd get pissed at you. They wouldn't fucking, just fire you.
Yeah.
They get pissed off a little bit, irritated, not pissed off. Pissed off's a little strong of a
Yeah,
use, but
they probably say something to you.
yeah, but man, they were lenient as hell. Like, I mean, I live right down the street, and they were like, you can be 15 minutes late, and that's cool. That's
Yeah.
fine, just not 30.
Right.
And I was like, well, fuck, I love this job. I worked my ass off, and after all that stuff happened, that's what kind of threw me off course a little bit.
Yeah, I hear you. So
It was lenient. They were really lenient, though.
you want to explain what happened with the cast? Like,
Yeah, so I went to the bar the other night, cocktails right down the road or whatever. And I was drinking. I was hanging out with this bartender's chick. She was pretty hot, I was talking to her and stuff. And so I leave the bar and I come back home. I smoked a little weed with my aunt, I was
Right.
hanging out with her, and I ended up, getting into an argument with her for some reason. I can't remember what it was. But we got into it. We're fine now. But
With
we got
your,
into it.
with
that
your
night.
aunt.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was drunk as hell. Though.
Oh, dude,
So-
it happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
I was drinking whiskey and shit, so I wasn't really in my right mind.
Yeah.
But I came back and I got to the apartment complex somehow, bro, because I was super fucked up. I don't
Yeah.
know how I got here. You know, I wasn't that fucked up, but it was.
Yeah,
you know, the
yeah.
lines were wavy.
You can
way
get
back
home,
home.
right? Yeah.
I pulled up and this guy was, you know, cussing his girlfriend out and shit, you know, saying.
Over there on
"Bitch,"
your side,
yeah, he
across
was
the
like,
pool.
You know, bitch, get your motherfucking ass in the car, and you know, I tried my best to fucking just ignore it.
Yeah.
And I was walking up the stairs. I was about to walk into my apartment, and I heard her go, "Help! Help! Help!"
Really?
And I was like, "What the fuck?"
You ain't got to see.
At that point, my heart starts pounding, and I heard some lady screaming for help, you know, and I'm like, "What
You
the
ain't.
fuck?"
It's almost like you ain't got a choice.
Yeah,
You know,
it's.
if you don't do anything,
I can't
you
go
could've-
in my house and go to sleep while this lady's screaming
Right.
for help, you know.
He
in
could've,
the
you know,
fucking parking
killed her
lot
that
right
night
by my
and
window.
yeah, exactly.
I said that too. He could have fucking killed her. You know, you never know. She could have cheated on him, which she don't deserve to fucking die over cheating on him or
Right,
something.
right.
Whatever the fuck they had going on.
And they might have been, you know, drinking a little bit too that night.
Right, yeah.
I'm
He
sure.
said he was. He had apologized to me and stuff
Oh,
after
yeah.
that happened. But I went back down to the parking lot, you know,
Yeah.
because she's screaming for fucking help. So I think he's whooping her ass. And I'm like, "Hey, motherfucker, you have a goddamn problem?" You know?
Right.
He was like, "Boy, what the fuck?" And he got out of his car. We were talking, you know, that shit talking. It was like a fucking wrestling match. It made me feel so fucking weird and awkward. And, you know,
Oh yeah.
it was just, I don't know what his deal was. And he said, "Oh, Mullet Man, you're Mullet Man. I heard of you. You're up here singing on your
Talking
balcony
shit.
all the time." I was like, "Yeah." That's what pissed me off.
Oh,
He
yeah.
called me fucking Mullet Man. I was like, "Okay, motherfucker." So, you know, I said, "You know what? Fuck it." I was scared, but, you know, I said,
Yeah,
"Fuck it."
yeah. You were in a sticky situation at that point.
Yeah, and I was like, "You know what, motherfucker?" I said, "If you ain't gonna leave her alone," I said, "I'm gonna have to fight you." I said, "But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hit you first because, you know, I know how legal action goes.
Yep.
You know, he could be like, 'Oh, you hit me first.' So I let him fucking, you know, grab me. He didn't
Right.
even fucking hit me. He grabbed me, and I said, "Okay,
That's all it
you had to
takes.
do,
Yep.
motherfucker." I told him not to touch me.
Right.
That's all it fucking took, and I blacked out. I went
Yeah.
after it, started. I remember punching him and hearing my fucking hand snap. Like
Oh,
something
shit.
snapped in my hand, but I didn't give a fuck. I was just still hitting him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then I got behind him and started choking him out.
Mhm.
Like I said, I blacked out. I was scared. I didn't know what the fuck
Yeah,
was
yeah,
going
yeah.
on. Scared and pissed, but anyways, he taps. I let him go. This guy comes outside with a gun. He goes, "Hey, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You know, you don't belong here." It's like, I don't belong here. I fucking live here. Yeah, my house is right there. You know, and so I fucking get in my truck. And I go to start my fucking truck, and I look down, and my hand looks like Mickey Mouse's fucking glove.
Oh my God!
It's
It
swallowed
blew
up like as big as a fucking rock, like
Yeah.
a big ass rock by the pool, like
Mhm.
big, bro. I went to start my truck, couldn't start my truck because my hand was just, it felt,
It wasn't there.
yeah, it just felt fucked up. So I grabbed my other, I took my left hand, you know, start the truck, you know, put it in drive, and I'm leaving my apartments, or leaving the apartment complex, and my aunt comes by, and my grandma's in the fucking car with her, and she goes, "What are you doing? What's going on? Why are you so pissed off?" And I was like, "You know, we gotta go."
Right.
I just beat this guy's ass. He stood up. He, like, before I left, he stood up. He had a fucking goose egg on his face. It was bleeding.
Yeah.
He said, "I feel like I'm in a fucking dream," and I thought I fucked up, bro, because his girlfriend was actually a nurse and took his ass upstairs and was
Oh,
checking him out. Because that was the worst fight I've ever been
So
in.
like, I remember you telling me the girl, like, after saying, help me," she was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I'm beating this guy's ass, and she goes, "What the fuck are you doing? You're killing him, stop," or something
Oh
like
my
that. And I look
God.
at her, you know, in the middle of doing it, and I'm like, you know, you were just hollering for help. What
Right.
the fuck do you
At that
expect
point,
me to
I
do?
would have been like, "Oh my God!"
I realized what I got myself into at that point.
And that's a sticky situation, man.
Yeah.
Like, damn, because she can turn around and be like, "I didn't say shit."
Yeah. My mom, after I told my aunt and my grandma to leave, my mom came back over here and was checking out the situation, you know, the
Right,
scene.
right. Kind of the
Fucking-
aftermath.
Yeah. There's ambulances out here, fucking, you
No.
know, an ambulance, not ambulances,
Yeah,
an
but one,
ambulance, and fucking fire trucks, police officers, and
Oh
you know,
hell.
he was fucked up bad, and he was so fucked up, he called the police and told them that she whooped his ass that bad. There's no fucking way. She was
Oh
like
my
fucking
God.
5 foot nothing, dude, and
That
he's
story
saying,
was all sorts of fun.
yeah, he didn't even, and I was like, no, take me back, because he was about to get her in trouble, you know,
Yeah.
saying she whooped his ass, and in those situations, you know, if it's just them two there, you know, they're likely to fucking believe it. You know?
Right.
So I told my mom, you know, take me back. I'll take the fall for it because I whooped his ass. I got myself in that situation, but she didn't take me back. I love my mama. She fucking.
But,
she got
I mean,
me in trouble, you know.
In
Yeah,
a
no.
sense, you know, I respect that you did something and didn't not do anything, because there's lots of times where people don't do something and that woman ends up getting raped, murdered, you know, whatever. And you know, I respect, you know, somebody that's actually gonna try to do something about the situation instead of, you know, go inside and act like it's not happening.
I couldn't slip.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, kudos to that. Like,
Thank you.
I mean, I
I'm
know
no
you.
fucking
I know you.
superhero, but you know, if I see, you know, she was hot too, very
Oh, yeah?
hot. So I don't know what the fuck she was doing with a fool like him, you know.
Oh, was he
He looked
older
like
or
a
what?
douchebag.
Really?
He had fucking tats up his arms and, you know, fucking just acted like he fucking hated the world when he was talking to me and shit.
Yeah.
He didn't want to, you know, I know it wasn't I had no right to get into the situation. I shouldn't have gotten into it, I feel like, you know, because there's a lot of,
I feel like you're obligated though.
Yeah.
Almost. You know.
like we were talking about, there comes a point in time where you got to make a decision, and it's like a split second where
Yep.
you have to decide, is the money really worth it? You know, having to pay for if I fuck up, break my hand like I did,
Exactly.
or, you know, saving that chick's life, or, you know, at least helping her out, not
Yep.
get her ass beat. At least I'll take the ass whooping that night, or
Yeah.
something if it did happen to live.
I feel like you could walk into any bar in Hazel, and you'll get into some kind of drama that night.
Yep.
No matter what.
I was a ghost for the longest time out here.
Oh yeah.
Nobody knew me except for my family, but you know, I've steadily started making friends through them, like you.
So when did you move to Hazel?
I moved to Hazel about a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago. I think I moved here in like right as the pandemic started.
Oh,
March
really?
2020.
Wow, that's recent.
Yeah, I was working for Nortex over in Fort Worth and doing road work and shit like that. We're going out of town, so I completely get what you mean when you say, you know how good of a feeling it is to sleep in your own bed. Because going out of town for 2 weeks,
Yep.
a month at a time, it was like fuck. You know, you're not always put in the nicest hotels and
No.
shit, especially
No.
the company I was working for.
Right.
You know, and-
They'll put you up in a Motel 6 and call it a day.
yeah, it wasn't terrible,
Yeah.
but you know,
It all depends on where you're at location wise.
Yeah.
And management. Like, who's running the show.
Yeah.
Like, cause I've been to some what is it called? La Quinta or whatever. And some of them are super nice.
yeah,
And some of them, dude, we went to one down in Port Aransas, walked in there. Man, there's like tar, like black tar down the side of the wall, and like the floor's all sticky. I mean, it was bad, dude. I don't know what happened in that hotel room, but God, I don't even
I
want to
couldn't
think
fucking
about it.
imagine.
But yeah, for the first like week or two, you know, it's super cool, like going, staying in a hotel, you know,
Yeah,
getting drunk at night, going to work, and then going to work the next morning. But shit, it just gets old.
yeah,
It gets old. You know, you want to be able to come home and, you know, watch a movie if you want to watch a movie, or chill, you know, drink a beer. Like,
Or be
obviously
around
you can drink a
family.
beer. Yeah, exactly.
you know,
You can drink beer out there, but you know, do what you want to do. But yeah, so did you move? When did you move in these apartments? About the same time, or were you?
No, I didn't move into these apartments until I think it was, I want to say July of 2020. I
Okay,
think around about July.
so not too
It was in
long.
the summertime for
Yeah.
sure, because I was out here hanging out at the pool.
So other than that, you enjoying it?
Dude, do you see the
Other than
fucking
that
women
situation.
out here? You know, like it's fucking crazy. If you go looking for them, there are fucking so many.
I feel like they're
beautiful ladies
everywhere.
out here.
It's
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Recently, there's been a bunch of big girls at the pool, which I'm not hating on big girls
Hey.
either, you know, but
Yeah,
you know, there's so many beautiful ladies out here.
there is for sure. And the neighbors, right? The neighbors, they're pretty beautiful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The neighbors. They had me fucking in the middle of them last night. You know,
Oh
when
my
after
God.
I'd left, when y'all were hanging out down here after we
Yeah.
ordered the pizza, I went up there.
Wait. We gotta start it
Okay.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
We gotta tell them what's up. All right.
So.
So y'all were at the pool.
Yeah,
Before
me and
I
Ricky.
even got down there.
Yeah, this was during the day. Like, he came over around 11 or 12, and we were just hanging out. And he goes, "Do you want to go down to the pool?" And I was like, "I don't give a fuck." You know, he had pants on. I had fucking pants on, and I was like, "Well, I got some swim shorts." You know,
Hell yeah.
gave him some swim shorts.
Hey,
changed
is it
into
true?
mine.
I'm gonna stop you.
Go
Is
ahead.
it true? They got a spa in there too. He told me they had a spa in
In
there,
the-
like a hot tub
In the
in the gym area.
No, he fucking lied.
He's a lying son of
Yeah,
shit.
he lied like a motherfucker.
All right,
I wish
Ricky.
I
All
would have
right. Anyways,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I
had to
found
ask.
it by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, fuck yeah.
Exactly. So,
So, the
y'all were
lady-
down there at the pool.
Yeah, and the lady walks up to me, the lady with the big ass. Her name is, I can't remember what her name is, but she walks up to me and she goes, "Hey, you're that guy that whooped old boy's ass." And I said, "Yeah." And I don't feel like, you know.
Unfortunately, yeah, I had to
Yeah,
step in and whoop his ass.
Yeah. So, I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. I'm just going along with it because you should have seen the ass on this lady, dude. It was insane. And so, she's like, "Okay, well, it's nice to meet you. I'm so and so. You know, if you want to come over here and drink some beers with us, that's cool.
Right.
You know." And I'm like, "Okay." And so we went and drank a couple beers with them, or they actually brought beers to us. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
seem
really-
super chill. Like,
Yeah, they were really cool. And eventually, she ended up inviting us up to the house. So we go up to the house and we're hanging out with them Friday night. And we're chilling. There's this old motherfucker there, like 40-something years old. He's
guy.
not old,
Yeah.
but he's older than us. You know?
yeah.
And
Was he
he
like
would
related?
not leave. They fucking hated him too.
Really?
They were continuously telling me, we don't like this guy, But I'm thinking, I'm not just fixing to whoop this guy's ass for y'all. Like, I'm
Right.
not just y'all's bodyguard.
Do you feel like that's why they invited you up there? In the
Yeah,
first
and it
place?
was weird.
Maybe
It
just to
was
get
the
rid of him.
weirdest fucking situation because they kept saying, we don't like this guy, yada yada yada. I'm like, okay, I get it, I'm
And
not
then they
gonna
invite
just whoop
you
his
up.
ass for
Yeah.
y'all,
Yeah.
And I just met y'all. This was just because she was hollering, help, help, help. That's
Yeah.
actually that old lady texting me right
Oh
now.
shit.
Yeah. But
All right, so old lady, what are we talking about here?
oh,
So there's two of them, right?
Yeah, so the lady with the big ass, she's about 37, and then
Okay.
you got her. She's about mid-30s, and then you
Okay.
got her aunt. She says 46.
Oh,
The other
shit.
night it was 47, but she's got fucking dentures. So
She's lying out of that.
she's way older. And so we're hanging out drinking, and we chill, and that guy never ends up leaving. So I'm like, okay, whatever, what the fuck? And the lady with the huge ass is sitting in front of him at the end of the night,
Yeah.
they're kind of cuddling up a little bit, I'm like, okay, so they feel safe, it's whatever.
Right.
Take my L and leave because I was trying to fuck. I was not leaving until I knew who she was fucking with,
God, dog.
So he was like, I owned a couple bars. I talked to him, he seemed cool. He was like, I owned a couple bars. I was a bouncer and shit like
Yeah,
that. And I was like, okay, so you're not just some fuck up like
Yeah.
that other guy. And I left. me and Ricky leave. We go home. We're sleeping. You know, we go to sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
We wake up the next day, and this lady knocks on our door and goes, "So do you want breakfast?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. What the fuck? You know, who cares?
Why not?
Why not? Yeah."
I don't
And,
have to
we
make
go
breakfast
over there.
myself.
Yeah. So we go over there, and she's getting ready to cook. And she goes, "Well, I don't have the shit I want, you know, to cook this morning." So we go to Walmart. And
Yeah.
we're walking around, and I actually saw a buddy of mine in Walmart. This dude I just met the other day helping my aunt with her shit.
Right,
I was
right.
telling you about. She buys all the shit for us.
Really?
You know, cooks us a big ass breakfast burrito. She makes me a big old ass breakfast burrito.
Was it
Fucking-
good?
Yeah. Man. Grease dripping out of this
Oh,
son
yeah.
of a bitch. You know, the best breakfast burrito I've ever had. And so then she goes, "Let's go down to the pool." So we go down to the pool. We're hanging out. We have a good time. And then, you know, I meet you. We're all hanging out.
Right,
We
right.
start
At the pool.
talking.
Yep.
Then, you know, they came back down there, and I think you got to see her. and
Yeah, I
her
think a
lady.
glimpse there for probably 2 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
She came and sat by us, and I didn't say nothing to us, and then walked back up. I was waiting for, like, you know, cigarette or something, like nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Walk
She
back
had
up.
cigarettes too, because she kept giving them to me.
Oh yeah.
So I go up the stairs, and you know, after I meet you and we
Yeah.
talk and hang out. You give me the koozie. Thanks for that, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Seriously,
Hell
that's
yeah.
a badass motherfucker, dude.
New koozies.
Yep.
Check them out.
So we go upstairs, and the girl with the big ass leaves. So I'm super confused because she's like the mid-30s, closer to my age.
Yeah.
Hanging out. She goes, "You know, lay in my bed, try it out." It was weird as fuck. They did this whole, it was like a fashion show almost, dude. Like, they were walking in there, and they're like, "What do you like to see?" And I'm like, fuck, I mean, you got sundresses, you got fucking, you know, what's in rompers?
Oh
You got
my
rompers?
God.
Let me see your big old ass in them.
Yeah, right.
So she shows me and shit, and she's like, "All right, well, I'm about to go to the bar." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever, what the fuck?" Like, that
Yeah.
was the one I was trying to fuck. She goes to the bar, and me and her aunt are laying in the bed. She's like, "I guess you can just, you know, chill here with me, and we'll watch TV." So we start watching Lucifer, and I never got into that TV show, but we were watching it.
Yeah, yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah, this show will make you horny." She's older, so she's super fucking. She was really kind of awkward,
Yeah.
but it was okay because she's like you could tell she was a pure soul and all that.
Yeah, she's genuine.
Yeah. So I'm like, whatever. What the fuck? My dick starts getting hard. She fucking backs up to me, and she goes, "You know, I'm not gonna jump you or anything." I was like, "Jump me? The fuck you mean
What?
jump me?" Like, so she fucking backs up to me and starts nudging me with her ass.
Oh
She's
my
not the
God.
best looking man. But she was alright, you know, she had nice titties, they were fake and stuff, so I was like, whatever, I want to see them. So
You said,
I
"Fuck it."
fucked her.
Uh,
and, you know, it didn't take 5-10 minutes for this to happen. She starts pulling her pants down and she's like, "Alright, this is happening."
oh
I was
my
like, "Okay,
God.
yeah, whatever, this is happening."
Damn it.
I've never fucked an older woman before, so this is, you know, something new for me.
This is
That
the
old
first time for
anyways.
everything,
Yeah.
right?
So I rail her, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, that was great, that was fun,
Yeah.
but I just felt super awkward.
Right. I would have. Yeah. I don't know.
Cause it's like, you
Yeah.
know, I just fucked a dinosaur. Like, what the fuck am I doing right now? I know there's a bunch of, you know,
Oh
fine
my
ass chicks
goodness.
down here at the pool, so I said, you know, all right,
How did I get myself in this situation again? Situations like
like we were talking
Damn
about,
it.
you know, you get that nut.
you don't realize you're in it until you're in it.
Yeah.
God damn.
So I said, all right, well, I'm about to go hang out with my cousins and stuff. You know, that was
Yeah.
nice. It was fun, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
time for me to go because
Yeah.
this is a little weird. She's like cuddling up to me, and I just feel so like fucked up, like bad. Like I feel like a terrible person.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, so her niece comes home, and she's like, "You fucked my aunt." And I'm like, "What do you mean you fucked my aunt? What are you talking
What are
about?"
you-
She goes, "I know you fucked my aunt."
No, I didn't.
And I was like, "No." And I was like, "Yeah, I did." Because you left me here, you know? I mean, whoever's gonna put out first, that's who I'm going for.
Right.
You know. I don't mean to sound like such a dog because I haven't been like that, but you know.
No, I mean,
When
hey,
you fall short, you know, you're gonna get it how you
you
get
didn't know it was gonna happen until you were damn near in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And so yeah, it was one of them splits, you know, one of
Yeah.
the moments where you just got to decide. And I decided.
so old lady is a visitor. She
Yeah.
don't live over there.
She's from Cali. Yeah.
She's from California.
Yeah.
That explains a lot. God damn. And then the other, the niece.
Yeah.
Niece, right? Yeah. She actually lives there.
Yeah. Her and that girl that I, you know, fought her boyfriend.
Right,
But
they
she
are
don't live there
roommates.
anymore. They moved.
They moved out. Okay, I just can't even. I can't even picture that right now. That's an awkward situation.
Oh man, I could tell you. I could get even more into detail and tell you some funny ass shit that happened. You want to hear what happened? You
Let's
wanna
go for it, man.
So listen to this. Later, after we got done hanging out, you know, I came down there, ate pizza, and was hanging out. You
Yeah,
know, trying not to be a douchebag and leave my cousins and all y'all down there, you know, and just go chase a pussy. But it started calling my name again, so I went back up there.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
And, I'm laying in the bed because I know the niece is home because, you know, they walked out by the pool, and I was like, oh, there she is. You know,
Right,
she's
right.
back from the bar. So, fucking whatever. But I ran up there, and I'm all of a sudden I end up in the bed in between both of them, and the aunt starts playing with my dick.
Yeah.
And fucking, she's like, I'm bad, aren't I? I said, oh hell yeah you are, but I
Oh,
like
my
it. You
God.
know, whatever. Fucking, this is the
Talking dirty and
crazier
everything.
shit. Yeah. And the fucking niece is laying right next to me. And it's awkward as fuck because the aunt, she's older and she's like breathing heavy as fuck in my ear. And I'm like, oh, I was like laughing the whole time, dude. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening, you know?
Holy shit.
And so the niece is pretending to be asleep. She's not asleep. I know damn well she's not asleep because,
Bro, that's some weird shit, man.
yeah.
Like,
and-
go in the living room.
Yeah, and she didn't until later on.
Yeah.
So she starts sucking my dick under the blanket, and her niece is right next to me still, and is acting like she don't know what the fuck is
What's
going
going on, right?
Yeah, and so then the aunt turns around, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Oh my
fuck
God.
it, whatever.
You got me.
Yeah, okay, whatever. You know, I start railing it again. And at this point, I'm just laughing my ass off because I'm fucking this older lady, and her niece is right next to me, keeps calling me Uncle Mason and shit. It's
Y'all don't
crazy.
get him wrong. He doesn't do this on a daily basis.
No, this is not even me. I don't know where this even came from,
Right.
but you know, I start fucking the aunt, like I said, you know, and she fucking turns around and looks and goes, "What are y'all doing?" Lifts up the blanket. I'm like, "If you want to see my dick, you know, let's get this going. Let's get a threesome going, whatever." And so she's like, "No, I'm not into all that tag team and shit." And I'm like, "You know, I've never done it, but I'm down to do it right now." So, but you know, I finish off. You know, I'm fucking and I finish, and the fucking niece, or no, the aunt starts playing with my dick again. Will not let me stop. Will not stop. Just keeps doing it. Every time I come, it's like she waits 5-10 minutes and then goes back after it. I'm
Right.
like, okay, whatever. And so, yeah. Then I start fucking again, and the fucking niece turns around and lifts up the blanket. And I was like, okay, this is really
You told me
weird
she was
now.
just staring.
Yeah, just fucking, I look over and she's staring at me. Staring at my crotch, watching what's going on. I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. So I stopped and I said, you know, okay, I'm done. I'm going home.
I need to get home.
You know, I thought this was going to turn into something completely different, but it's turning into some freak fucking
Make
situation.
up some bullshit. My grandma died or something.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go.
That's why I got Ricky to call me.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I was like, you know, get me the fuck out of here, because something's not right. It
Right.
was freaking me out, seriously.
I-
Because, well, I mean, a watcher, you know, it's like whatever, but she was fine, the fine one. So I was wanting to get with hers, and I'm like, you know, if there's no chance of me doing this with all three of us, I'm leaving.
Right.
And I leave, you know, and they're trying to get me to stay the night still. They ain't like after she lifted up the blanket, she actually went. The niece, she lifted up the blanket, was looking. She went to the living room because I saw her
finally.
looking. I'm fucking. I look back, she's gone. I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, finally, it was like fucking so weird.
Dude, that's wild.
It was just the weirdest situation
Dude.
I've ever been in, and
For
Ricky
real?
saved my life calling me. That
You think
night.
it was probably one of the craziest,
freakiest, the most freakish situations ever.
dude, Hazel.
Yeah, I don't mean
Hazel,
to make
that's
this
all I gotta
so
say.
like sexual and
No,
get
yeah,
into
yeah.
detail, but it was just
You gotta
something
you gotta
crazy,
go into
you
detail
know?
when it's something like that. That's crazy.
yeah.
Like I said, Hazel, man. This place ain't for everybody, right?
No, fuck no.
God, dog. So they still hitting you up?
Yeah, like I said, she was just texting me, and I'm just like slowly, you know, just like
The
I'll
aunt.
send her a text. Yeah. Because the aunt was moaning super loud. That's what made the niece
All right.
even look.
How old do you think she is, bro?
Honestly,
Let's be all
probably
hands on deck.
50, like later 50s.
Oh
Later
my
50s for
God.
sure. She lied about being 47. That's
Oh, yeah.
complete bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Complete bullshit.
Damn it. It's
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Hey.
'Cause
Kudos, man.
yeah, she
Hey.
fucking. Well, let me tell you this. The niece I forgot to tell you, but the niece comes home. She goes, "How old did you tell him you were?"
Right.
She fucking goes, 47. The niece busted out laughing, and I said, "No,
No.
something's up. You know,
Yeah.
something's definitely up."
She's lying out her ass. God, dog. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
That's
And
about
the
it,
fact that
yeah.
she's like still texting you, like,
No,
you been over there today?
I just saw her
Oh
walking
yeah.
over here.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was going to grab something, and I was coming back, and she was like, we shouldn't have fucked. And I was like, I'm 21. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm gonna get it how I can. And so,
It's like, oh, you want to say that now?
yeah, you want to say that out
After.
fucking 7 times in a
Come on,
row,
man.
like, of course, whatever.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, and it's just like, what the fuck,
So she
I don't even know what to think of the situation.
She goes home back to Cali, don't she?
Yeah, she actually said she wouldn't leave until the 19th, but, when I just saw her, she was like, I'm
To the
leaving
19th,
soon.
bro.
Yeah.
You still got like several days.
That's what I was thinking, but I can score, it was
You
just
either
one of
gotta,
those
like-
situations where I was like, whatever, fuck it.
You just gotta like
It's in
either
front of me.
like cut it off or
Cut it off for sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so because that you're gonna. I don't know. I don't think they'll just be friends.
No.
I don't think they'll just hang out.
Well, this is the thing, this is the first day we hung out yesterday,
Yeah.
officially. And the fucking niece was already asking me to move in with her.
Oh my God.
So I was like,
Maybe that was the whole plan all along is to get you a roommate with her.
Yeah, but it's just, it's weird because it just seems a little crazy. Who gets it,
That's for sure.
especially a woman with a man, just some random dude she don't even know that just whooped her friend's boyfriend's
Yeah,
ass. Like,
I'd-
what the fuck?
I'd stay away from that
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
That sounds like trouble.
for sure.
Shit.
It sounds like, what it sounds like is they're going to try and use me to whoop people's ass. That, the people that they get into bad situations.
Yeah, at the beginning, that's what it sounded like.
Like, oh, this guy,
They got all sorts
I was
of
messing
ideas.
with him or something. And
Yeah.
It's like, no, fuck that.
Holy
I'm
shit.
not your personal superhero. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can honestly say, since I've lived here, like, I haven't had anything close to that happen. But I haven't been here that long, so man, I've always like kind of looked at these apartments. It's right across from the high school, and you always drive by them, like look super nice, almost brand new. Always wanted to live here, and man, I didn't think I would ever be able to afford it. Well, I got approved or whatever. Um, and here I am, and I enjoy it, man. Like my view. I mean, we were sitting out there
I
last
love
night.
it. I fucking
It's
love
perfect,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Like they left some trees, and has a big old pool. This pool's like probably a resort size pool. I mean, they've got what are those things called? That you sit under? I can't even.
Just like them like wooden awnings.
Yeah, like an awning basically. They got them all over the place. You can. We had Colt's birthday party, under one, and they have picnic tables. It's super nice. Like, I mean, nice green grass everywhere. I mean, well taken care of. My son's gonna get my pool privileges taken away because he likes to throw rocks in the pool. So.
Dude, that was the funniest shit though. I enjoyed watching. Like he was having a damn good time.
Dude, I'm telling you, he can truck it, man.
Yeah, he's fucking quick.
He's fast, and hey, I'm all for it, man. I hope he gets in the track and football, and get me a little running back,
Yeah.
But when he don't get his way with the rocks, one day, I don't know if I told you, but one day we went to install my headlights on my truck, and it was like a 5 hour installment. Like he was doing lights underneath the truck and headlights. So it took let's say 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and I was like, what am I gonna do with these two kids? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna keep them, occupied for that long. And I wanted the lights done, so I was like, fuck it. I was like, I took the truck up there with the kids, and it was out in the back of like Saginaw somewhere, and there was like back roads, rock roads, and I was like, let's take a walk. Fuck it. Like, we were watching a little movie. There's like 2 movies in there, and it wasn't for their age group. So we took a walk. There's like these big old like mud puddles. Dude, back in the day, I used to like jump in, as a kid, jump in those, like, you know, me and my brothers and sisters used to splash each other. So I was like, fuck it. I was like, this is the only way. I was like, pick up a rock. I'm like, Colt. He looks at me. I'm like, rock. I threw it in the pond. Dude, that sparked a fire, man. I'm telling you, inside his head, he was like, he goes and picks up a rock. Wham! I mean, threw it hard. I'm telling you, he probably picked up 500 rocks that day and threw them in the puddle. You would have never thought that would have kept him occupied for that long, and it sure as hell did. And Olivia was doing it too, throwing rocks in there. It's crazy, man. When you have kids, like, it kind of brings you back, like, to when you were a kid, like, how little things like that, like,
I've always wondered, what it's like to have kids and shit.
it's tough. It's tough, and I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. But, I wouldn't do anything you know, I wouldn't do anything in the world to trade it. I love my kids to death, and no matter how many rocks he throws in that pool, if they ban me from the pool, they ban me from the pool. I'm not gonna, get mad. It's a little irritating because, I mean, the maintenance guy's walking outside and he's like, doink.
Yeah.
And the maintenance guy's just shaking his head like,
Motherfucker.
that little motherfucker, like, and I just,
He'll get over it though,
Hey,
that's his
like,
fucking job.
right.
There's probably a ton of kids out
he's
there.
gotta clean up the pool anyways. I mean, shit, jump in there. That's what I would do. If I was the maintenance guy, I'd jump in there, cool off, and get the rocks out of the pool, put some goggles on, and, make it a day. Like,
Mhm.
you're getting paid. But yeah, it's something with him and those rocks, man. I got him hooked on it, and now it's like I'm bringing out toys every time we go. That's another thing. Like every time we walk past the pool into my apartment, they see the pool and the Colt takes off, dude. I'm telling you. Anyway, so yeah, I think they're enjoying it. I think it's going to be a fun summer for sure. It'll give them something to do, and they won't be so bored. Hang out at the pool. Order pizza like we did the other night, and just have fun. I that was one of the main things that I saw when I lived here was the pool, and I was like, hell yeah. I was like, I could definitely go out there and just relax all day long. I grew up in Florida, so like
Oh,
being
really?
in the water is like my thing. Like I half my life I'd say every summer, probably 3 months out of the summer, um, I went to Florida with my dad, and we'd go to the beach. Uh, I did like boxing over there, so like he was all my brothers and sisters. You know, he was our coach. And we had like the group was called the Christian Warriors. Anyways, we would go to boxing events and whatnot, and I swear, like anything else that we would do would involve water. Like go to the beach, Cocoa Beach, Florida. Go to my aunt's, have a big old pond in the back. Everything involved either a pool, lake, or the ocean, like over there in Florida. And so I'm kind of like half Texas, half Florida. I could have definitely had me a house in Florida. Go fishing, and I mean, just have me a beach house. That would be dope. I think that would be fantastic. But I haven't been over there in a while. I need to go back. But Hawaii's first. We gotta go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I've already decided that for you.
Yeah.
Dude, we went, me and my ex, we went, shark cage diving.
How was that?
Man, it was awesome. It was so badass. And the next day we had planned to go free diving. No cage, nothing, with the sharks. And I got sick the day before when we went cage diving. And it was so badass, dude. Even though I got sick, the North Shore is like, sometimes it can be a killer, man. Like the cage is like hitting the side of the boat like hard, and I was the only dude. I felt like such a bitch. Like I was the only one that got sick and threw up on the side of the boat. I fed the sharks that day. Them sharks were fucking coming up, eating my throw up. It was crazy, man. But like I said, like when you're like doing something so cool like that, you don't even care that you just threw up. Like
Yeah.
you want to get back in the cage, like. And I got badass like on my Instagram. If y'all want to check it out, I've got badass videos. We did a helicopter tour over the whole island. Like, I mean, did things that like.
Did you see the sharks and shit? Like
Oh,
swimming
yeah.
around?
Oh
in the
yeah,
helicopter?
like when you're in the cage, I had my GoPro. I could reach out and touch them.
Oh wow.
They were close, and they would come up. One of them even came up to the cage and hit up against it trying to get in it, and I was like, I didn't realize there was plexiglass there. So
oh
like,
shit.
some parts there wasn't, but the main parts where they could possibly get in, there's plexiglass, and I thought for sure that sucker was gonna get in. And right when I was like, I looked at Kay, I was like, is there plexiglass there? And she was like, I think those little ones can get in for sure if there isn't. When I said that, there was another couple in there. That girl got out. She
Damn.
got on the pool, on the boat, and man, I don't know if I scared her or what, but like she was done. She was not having it.
That's kind of fucking, them little fuckers
Yeah.
can bite too.
Oh yeah, exactly. But I want to see great whites, man.
Yeah.
I want to
haven't
see the
seen
big
any out there?
ones. I didn't. They were 5 to 6 footers, big enough, to get your
Yeah.
adrenaline rushing.
Oh yeah.
But when I got out of the cage, when it was time for the next people to get in,
Mhm.
I got out and I had COVID. Didn't know it. I had COVID while I was over there. Didn't know it, and didn't find out till I got back. And when I got out, the COVID made me dizzy for some reason. That was like a side effect I had. Made me real dizzy, and I got out, and with the waves and just motion sickness, I got pale, threw up over the side of the boat. And I don't know about you, but when I throw up, dude, I'm fucking loud. I'm like,
Yeah, me too. Just fucking.
I don't know what it is, but like, dude, these neighbors down here would hear me. Those neighbors up there would hear me. It's loud, and I didn't feel sorry, not one bit. I was having a blast. Man, it was nice having you on.
Yeah,
you know
thanks for having me.
I know we like met like it feels like I've known you for forever, but we've got a lot of mutual friends. But we met like the other day, and you super chill, man.
Yeah, you too.
It was it was cool meeting you. I think this summer's gonna be pretty dope.
Yeah.
I think
Fuck yeah.
I think it's already started off pretty good for you, huh?
Yeah. It's been wild, but
Oh man. Well, hopefully I can have you on again, and you'll have another cool ass story to tell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
hey, I like always, whoever comes on my podcast, I always hook them up with a shirt. His is in the washer right now. I always, wash them before I give them to people. That way they're not all itchy and whatnot.
Thanks for that fucking shirt, dude.
Yeah,
That
dude.
is the coolest shit.
Yeah,
I've
for
ever
sure.
done.
Those shirts are super comfortable.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't ordered one, order one. Please, just order one. If you don't like it, I'll refund you your money. I don't care. The hats, order a hat. They're pretty. I think I did a pretty good job on them. Got beer koozies right there. I'm drinking me a Miller Lite out of that one. I know.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's got Coors Light on his.
Yep. Hell yeah.
But we got the women's bathing suits. Y'all check it out. Y'all subscribe on YouTube. Comment, please comment. I want to hear what y'all think. And we should have another podcast probably here in about a week. Mason, he likes to sing. We're gonna have him do it tonight, but we're running a little short on time. So next time I have him on,
For sure.
he's
Yeah.
gonna hit it up for sure.
Yeah, man.
We'll have you on soon again, and y'all tune into that for sure. But like I said, comment, subscribe. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Cheers and have a good night.